Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Tori with Praying Hands and Walking Feet. And this week we're going to talk about transitioning back to school, because around here it's about time to start school. I don't know if the stores around you are just plastered with school supplies and back to school sales and all of that, but around here that is literally all you see everywhere you turn. And for some, that can cause excitement and anticipation. And for some, that causes anxiety and a little bit of dread. And for some, it causes sadness. We're sad that the summer is coming to an end and that we have to start something new. So today, I just wanted to chat about transitioning back to school, because it's a transition, and it is a big transition. If you think about the summer lifestyle, it is more slow, it is more relaxed, it is more focused on fun and focused on family, maybe adventures and vacation. And compare that to the school year. The school year is focused on routine and structure and learning and new things and homework and pushing yourself. So that's a big transition between the two of those. And so when we recognize that, especially as parents, when we recognize that that is a big transition and we take some steps to help bridge the gap from the summer lifestyle into the school lifestyle, it can help our family just be more at ease and be more peaceful. And that transition doesn't have to be crazy. There is this thought and this mentality that back to school time is overwhelming and it's crazy and there's so much to do. Well, we don't have to give in to that. We don't have to buy into that. We can create our own reality. And so some of these ideas for transitioning from summer into the school year are simple and easy. Some of them will take a little bit of work, but I promise you they will be worth it in the end. And these tips are not just going to help those of you whose kids go to public school or maybe private school. These can help homeschool kids too, or any hybrid programs. It doesn't matter how your kids school. There is still a transition from summer to back to school. And so the first tip that I have for you is to stop and assess. Kind of take an assessment, take a check-in. What do you want it to look like? What did it look like last year? Specifically, what did your mornings look like? What did your evenings look like? What did homework time look like? What did lunch and dinner look like? Think about all of those things and what did it look like? And what do you want it to look like? And if there are discrepancies there, then we need a plan to get us from point A to point B. And so assessing and checking in is something that honestly we probably don't do enough in our family until there's a problem. But we can be proactive and start this year off heading off any problems by assessing at the beginning. And so the first routine that you probably want to figure out and think about and plan out would be your morning routine. What do you want your mornings to be like? I know when you watch shows or movies, like the mornings before school are always crazy and they're rushed and there's stuff everywhere and the milk gets left out on the counter and nobody can find the shoe that matches and I don't have the shirt because it's in the dirty laundry and it's just crazy, or somebody forgot their lunch. Well, that doesn't have to be our mornings before school. Mornings before school can be peaceful and calm and connecting and joyful. So think about, what do you want in your morning? Do you, as the parent, do you need to get up and take a shower? Do you need to do your devotional and work out and get all of your things done early? Do you need to schedule that in your day to wake up earlier so that you can get all that done before it's time to be on with the kids? And then what do you want? What do the kids need to do when they wake up? Do they need to get dressed? Are they picking out their own clothes? Do they need to obviously brush their teeth, wash their face, get their hair ready, and then eat breakfast? What does breakfast look like in your family? Do you cook it? Did they get it out? Is it set out for them? A little combination of both? What does that look like? What do you want it to be? It can be anything you want it to be. You get to take control of that and make it your own. And then getting out the door. Our backpack is going to be ready and lined up by the front door so that it's easy to go. Our shoes going to be set out so that they know what they're taking. Now, a little tidbit about shoes. The less shoes everybody has, the less pairs of shoes that each person has, the easier it is to get everybody out the door. If everybody only has one pair of sandals, one pair of tennis shoes or sneakers, one pair of dress shoes, it is a simple decision to get out the door in the morning. They don't have to mull over, well, this looks better with this outfit and this looks better with this or whatever. It's a quick, simple decision. Do you have PE today? Okay, tennis shoes. Do you not? Okay, you can choose. It makes it so much simpler, the less choices that they have. And the same thing goes with clothes. If you are in a school that has a uniform, super simple. Everybody knows what they're going to wear the next day, so they can lay that out. But if you don't, and your kids get to just pick whatever they want to wear, don't buy them as many clothes. Don't buy them as many clothes. Don't give them as many choices, because choices can cause decision fatigue, and that is a stressful way to start the day or the evening if they're picking out their clothes the night before. But the less they have to choose from, the better and the easier, the simpler, and the more relaxed it is for everybody involved. And then lunches. If they're buying, do they have money? Do you put that on the account? You're going to have to establish some kind of a routine or system for that. Are they packing their lunches every day? Are you packing their lunches every day? How is that going to work? When is that going to happen? Do you want everybody doing that in the morning? I would say absolutely not. That's chaos. Do you want everybody doing it at night? I would say build that into your nighttime routine, which takes us right into what should be in a nighttime routine for a family before school. And the biggest thing that I believe should be in a nighttime routine for all families is some kind of family connection. Now, don't let me lose you here. That doesn't mean you need to plan an ornate family event or have a big long family discussion or a family game or a family bucket list. It doesn't have to be that. It can be something short and simple. You guys could take a family walk after dinner. You could play a family card game that's pretty quick. You could all just snuggle in on the couch and watch a family show together. You could snuggle in on the couch and read a family book together, read a chapter of a family book together. You could pray together as a family, which is a great thing to do to build connection and also put everybody calm and at ease before bed. And so what else needs to be in your nighttime routine? Figuring out those lunches. Do you want that done at night? In our house, I love to get lunches done right after dinner. Before the kitchen's cleaned up for the night, everybody make your lunches, get them ready, and then we'll do a cleanup of the kitchen so that that's all done and out of the way. Lunches are ready for tomorrow, and nobody has to worry about them. And then who's showering, who's taking baths, getting ready? Are you doing story times individually? Are you just sending your kids off to bed? How does the nighttime routine look for you? Build in some sort of connection as a family for nighttime, because that helps put kids at ease so that they can sleep well. And if you can, I don't know how many kids you have, this may or may not be feasible, but if you can, try to build in a little bit of one-on-one time with each child to connect with them before sending them off to bed. And it doesn't have to be the same every night, but just see if you can add that in, because that one-on-one connection time, that special time, allows them to open up to you more, allows them to feel truly important and loved and cared for. And then set a bedtime. What is the bedtime? We have to have a bedtime, and then we have to have a lights out time, because our kids love to read in bed at night, which most kids love to do, and I hate to turn that off because they're liking to read. But we have to have a bedtime and then a lights out time, because sleep is so important, especially with going back to school. Kids need more sleep because their little bodies and brains are doing so much more during the school year, because they have all of the social things that are happening that they have to manage. They have all of the emotions that they have to manage and direct and all of that, on top of remembering things, on top of new routines, on top of new people, on top of all the learning that has to happen. All of that, their bodies are actually getting exhausted by doing all of this. And so they need a lot more sleep at the beginning of the school year. So build that in. Start easing the bedtime earlier and earlier now, so that you're not going, oh, you have school tomorrow. Okay, go to bed at 7 o'clock, when they've been going to bed at 9 o'clock all summer. That's not the easy, gentle way to do it. Let's make that a smooth transition. All right, and then, so you have your morning routine and you have your nighttime routine. Then sometimes people have just feelings about back to school. Maybe it's excitement, maybe it's overwhelm, maybe it's dread, maybe it's sadness for the summer ending. Acknowledge those feelings and try to help work through them. Some of the things that we can do to help with those feelings, any feelings, is to just acknowledge it. Call it what it is. Teach your kids, this is what the emotion is, and these are some ways that we can walk through it. I know you're sad that summer is ending. What are some of your favorite things we did this summer? What are some things that we could maybe do on some weekends coming up, so that you don't feel like you're losing out or missing out on those things? And then actually build those into your schedule. Be a parent of integrity and a parent of your word. And maybe people are anxious. The unknown, fear of the unknown can build up and can be a destroying and distracting thing. So how much can you empower your kids with knowledge? What kids are they going to be around this school year? Remind them of that, who they are, interactions they've had before. Have them talk about, like, are you excited to maybe be put in a group project with this person, or, going on field trips with them, or playing at recess with them because you'll be there at the same time. Maybe you know their teacher. What do they know about their teacher? What have you learned about their teacher? What has the teacher given you if your kids don't know that teacher? As much information we can give our kids about the school year, it's empowering. Information is empowering. Now, don't give every little minute detail to them, because that can be stressful and bogging down, but ask them, what do they want to know? What would help them? What are they curious about? And then see if you can fill in those gaps. And then one of the most important things that we can do for this transition to the school year is to pray. Make sure that either you personally, you and your spouse, or you and your whole family are praying for this school year. Pray over it, protect it, and pray over the teachers, pray over the students, pray over all of the staff members, pray over the material that everybody's going to be learning, pray over attitudes, pray over your family. Just pray. Take God as your partner in parenting, and lead by example. Teach your kids how to take God as your partner in school and in every endeavor, because it's so important. He and all the saints and the angels, they're all there with us, and all we need to do is lean on them. The last thing that I want to share about transitions is, what can you do to make it not such a hard, fast transition? We touched on this a little bit with the bucket list and easing out of summer, but that first weekend, those first couple of days after school, don't plan activities the night after the first night of school. Plan an easy dinner at home. They're going to be tired, and they're going to have a letdown from having to listen and be on all day. And now they're going to be at home in their safe space. So those first couple of days, try, if you can, to make it easy and relaxed and not go. Maybe even that first weekend, just plan a calm, relaxing family weekend, doing some of the things that you enjoy doing during the summer. And then take some of those fun things that you did during the summer, maybe make a fall bucket list, and then plan those out on the calendar, so that it's not going from fun to school. So that there's more of a, fun all the time, to fun on this weekend, and let's look forward to this coming up. Those kinds of things. So I hope these tips and tricks have been helpful for you, and I pray that you have an amazing start to the school year. Whether your kids are going off to school or whether you are schooling them, I'm praying that this is an amazing school year for you, and that it is a peaceful, joyful, happy transition from summer living into the school time. Make sure you click like and subscribe below so that you don't miss any videos from us.